students. Today I will be dealing with a chapter of your science book, that is the fundamental unit of life in class 9. Now when we talk about the fundamental unit of life, the first thing which arises in our mind is what is life. Now the term life wouldn't have existed had cell not been there. It's all because of this particular thing, that is cell, that we all exist. The life forms exist in this universe. Now when we talk about cell, the first thing which we will be studying today is how was this cell discovered. Cell was discovered by a scientist named Robert Hooke. When he observed, the cork of the plant cell, the cork under the microscope, he observed honeycomb-like structures. This sort of structures Robert Hooke observed under the microscope. Now, since he was a Latin scientist, each of these compartments which he observed under the microscope, he termed them as cellula, which in the Latin term means as a small room or a compartment. And from there the English word came cell. So this is how cell was discovered. Now that was with the discovery of the cell. Now we come to what is cell and why is it termed as the fundamental unit of life. Cell is termed as the fundamental unit of life because it is controlling all the other functions in our body. Because life starts from a single cell. Whatever it is, be it your normal life processes like nutrition, digestion, excretion, respiration, everything is possible because cells are there in our body. Now, coming to the structure of the cell. Cells may be, or rather, we are all multicellular organisms because our body is made up of millions and billions of cells. But there are many organisms which are unicellular as well. Now coming to the structure of the cell, in between the cell we find the nucleus in the centralmost part of the cell. Then we have various cellular organelles. I'll come to each and every cell organelle. And then we have the surrounding boundary, which is termed as plasma membrane. This is the structure of plant cell, and we also have the structure, a slightly different structure in case of animal cells. This is the structure of the animal cell, and we also have a slightly different structure. The only difference is, in case of animal cell, we do have a cell wall, which is absent in case of animal cells. Plant cells have cell wall, whereas animal cells do not have cell wall. Now when we come to the first structure, that is the nucleus of the cell, what it does, it is the control center. The control center of your total body or the total cells is termed as the nucleus. Why? Because it is controlling all the other cell organelles, it is controlling all the other parts of your body. That is why it is termed as the nucleus. Now, coming to the cell organelles, we have mitochondria as one of the cell organelle. You all know mitochondria is also termed as the powerhouse of the cell because it generates energy in the form of ATP, that is adenosine triphosphate. What is ATP? It is adenosine triphosphate. Since this particular cell organelle generates energy in the form of ATP, that is why It is termed as the powerhouse of the cell. Then we have endoplasmic reticulum or ER, which is also of two types again. SCR, that is smooth endoplasmic reticulum, and RER, that is rough endoplasmic reticulum. Now, why is it termed as smooth and rough? What is the difference? Smooth endoplasmic reticulum is that type of endoplasmic reticulum on which the ribosomes are not present. Whereas in case of rough endoplasmic reticulum, they have ribosomes attached on its surface. Okay, so that is the difference between SCR and RER.